Now that you have embraced a breakthrough mindset, built confidence, expanded your identity, and taken aligned action, how do you sustain this new level of success? Well, I'm Valerie, and today on Business by Design, let's explore how to maintain your momentum, celebrate your wins, and continue evolving long after the initial breakthrough, right? So, this will wrap up our Breakthrough Mindset series. Join me for the last episode.
Hello, I'm Valerie Priester, and this is the Business by Design podcast. Are you a woman entrepreneur who absolutely loves what you do and enjoy helping others, but for some reason you can't seem to get out of your own way? You can't seem to get out of your head and really create the level of success that you desire? I get it. I truly understand. I've been there too. You see, I spent years searching for what do they call it? The holy grail, the secret sauce, right? To success. And what I learned along the way is all of the women that I knew that were very successful had one thing in common, and that was their way of thinking. Now, I know you may be saying it can't be that simple, can't be that easy, right? But the truth is, the number one key or secret, however you want to label it, to success is your way of thinking. It's your mindset. It's what you believe and what you think is possible for you. And so that's exactly why I created this podcast. I want to help you get out of your head, get out of your own way. I want to help you get into more profits, more passion, and more power. I want to help you to shift away from old beliefs and release old ways of thinking, self-sabotaging conversations, and help you shift into new beliefs that support your goals and bring lasting success. I want to help you design your victory so you can create the business and life that you desire. So if you're ready for some real talk about how to do that, if you're ready to really make the shift and move into greater possibilities and greater success, you're in the right place.
So, here we are at the end of the Breakthrough Mindset series. And I want you to know that reaching a breakthrough isn't a one time event. It's really the start of a continuous journey, right? Once you've stepped into your next level, the question becomes, how can I keep growing and adapting and refining my path, right? So, for successful women entrepreneurs, we understand that staying stagnant, it just really isn't an option. I know it isn't for me, right? So sustaining your breakthrough mindset involves acknowledging that you will continue to face new challenges. And that's a good thing, right? Because with each challenge, there's an opportunity for further growth. So, to maintain your momentum, you want to do several things. One, you want to schedule regular check ins with yourself. Take time to reflect monthly or even quarterly. I like monthly better. Monthly on your mindset, your business strategies, and your personal well being, right? Ask yourself what's going well? What new challenges have emerged through this journey? How am I evolving in response to the new challenges? Right? And one of the things that you want to always do is be mindful to embrace iteration over perfection. So many times, um, I find that high achievers fall into the trap of pushing toward perfect outcomes. And we all know that perfect does not exist, right? Perfectionism can really stall your growth and it can limit your creativity. So instead, Think of your business and even your personal development as a series of iterations, right? Um, you launched, let's say, a new offer. Great. Now refine that offer. How can you make it better? How can you make it more valuable, right? Let's say you ventured into a new market. What can you learn from that new market? What can you learn to do even better the next time, right? Progress isn't linear, and that's normal. It really is. But by normalizing iteration, you reduce pressure. You free yourself to experiment and ultimately to maintain the energy and the enthusiasm that you need to keep leveling up. So embrace the idea that each step forward, even if it's the smallest step, each of those steps contributes to long term sustainable success, right? And then the next area is being sure to celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins. And then make sure that you also integrate the lessons along the way, right? Sustaining momentum means recognizing your progress. And when we recognize our progress, that allows us to celebrate our wins. The large ones, the small ones, it doesn't matter. And when we celebrate the wins, it reinforces the narrative that you are someone who consistently creates success. So many times as entrepreneurs, we just go from one thing to the next. We don't take the time to really sit in our success, enjoy it, celebrate ourselves for it, congratulate ourselves for it, and really be honored by the person that we've become to create that success, right? So when you acknowledge what you've achieved, you build motivation and you strengthen your mindset for the next challenge that's coming, right? And then alongside that, alongside celebrating, you want to make certain that you integrate the lessons you've learned. If you overcame like a major mental block, reflect on how you did it. Document how you did it. If a new strategy increased your income, document the process so that you can replicate that later, right? By intentionally integrating your lessons, you create a personal playbook, if you will, for continued success. Because now you can look back on what worked, how did I do it, and then again, replicate that and do it over and over again. But that also builds your confidence. It also builds your courage, right? And your belief in yourself. Now, one of the next biggest things is making sure that you hold yourself accountable and that you're seeking support, right? Wherever you need support, make sure you're reaching out and you're asking for help. Accountability is crucial to success. And that's where I come in for my clients, right? Helping them not to fall back into old ways because it's so easy to slip back into old patterns, especially when no one's watching, especially when no one's holding you accountable, right? So support and accountability, they ensure that you remain true to your newfound identity and your goals and your mindset, all the things that you have worked so hard to create, right? Accountability is key. Now, you've come a long way since the beginning of January. If you followed these episodes and implemented the things that I have talked about during the episodes, you have really confronted some limiting beliefs. You've expanded your vision of what's possible for you, and you've taken action. So now it's about staying on the path of growth, right? It's remembering to celebrate your wins, to embrace evolution, and to keep supporting yourself with accountability. Remember, your breakthrough, it's not a one time milestone, it's a way of living, it's a way of thriving at your highest level. Remember, designing your victory is a choice. Keep stretching, keep celebrating, and keep claiming the success that's already yours. Until next time, bye now.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Business by Design podcast. If you love what you're hearing each week, let me know by leaving a rating and a review. And don't forget to follow the show so you don't miss out on proven mindset techniques, strategies, and tools to help you design your victory and create the business and life you desire. Also, if you're ready to talk about the business and life that you really want, head on over to valeriepriester.com and schedule your private business breakthrough clarity call. Until next week, remember, designing your victory is a choice. Start today.